Chapter 7.5 is on complex rational expressions. So here we are actually adding and subtracting our rational expressions within a rational expression. Alright, so number 43, these are just constants, right? These are numbers, but let's first start here. I need to simplify, so my instructions are to simplify. Oh, by the way, this is on page 579 in your chapter review. Alright, so I need to simplify. Alright, so let's look at the numerator first. I have a half plus 3/8. Well, I'm adding fractions. How do you add fractions? Yep, you need to have the same denominator. So you need to find your LCD. So for the numerator, let's see, my LCD would have been 8. So what do you need to multiply 2 by to make it 8? 4. So multiply the 2 by 4, which means I also got to multiply its top by 4. So the top, my numerator becomes 4 over 8 plus 3 over 8 divided by, what's going to be the LCD in the denominator? I have a 2 right here, and I have a 4 there. And it's going to be 4. Well, this one's fine, which means I got to multiply this 2 by 2, as well as his top. So that becomes 3 over 4 minus 2 over 4. And then let's clean it up. Well, 4/8 plus 3/8 is 7/8, all divided by 3/4 minus 2/4 is 1/4. Okay, but we're still not done because we still have a fraction within a fraction, right? So let me rewrite this for the moment. This becomes 7/8. This divide by sign, can we write it like the divide by sign? 1/4. So it's 7/8 divided by 1/4. Now, we do not divide fractions. Instead, we multiply by the reciprocal. So times, reciprocal of 1 over 4 is 4 over 1. And of course, I can still cross simplify, right? So 4 goes into 8, 2 times, 7 times 2, divided by 2 times 1, which is 14 over 2, which is 7. So this expression simplifies down to just 7. All right, now let's see if we can do the same thing, but with a variable inside my expression. All right, so let's look at your numerator. This is the numerator. So I have 1 over x minus a half. Well, what's going to be my LCD? So for this one, remember how we did it in 7.4? What are the factors of x? Well, it's just x. What are the factors of 2? Well, it's really 1 times 2. And when you decide on your LCD, you're going to take all of this without repeating, right? So I don't have any repeats here. So my LCD should just be 2x. And sometimes you can just go ahead and multiply them together, 2 times x. So what do I need to do to the x to make it 2x? I need to multiply it by 2, which means I'm also going to multiply its numerator by 2. What do I do to the x to make it 2x? Multiply it by x. And the same up here. So my numerator becomes 2 over 2x minus x over 2x, all divided by, well, what's the LCD in my denominator? It's 3 here, 6 there. LCD is going to be 6, which means I got to multiply this 3 by 2, and the same up here. So it becomes 2 over 6 minus x over 6. Now, let's go ahead and subtract the numerator. So 2 divided by 2x minus x divided by 2x. Well, you subtract the top, so 2 minus x, and you leave the numerator alone, over 2x. All divided by, same thing, 2 minus x over 6. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did before over here. That's 2 minus x divided by 2x divided by 2 minus x divided by 6. You leave the first fraction alone, and you multiply the flip, or the reciprocal, 6 over 2 minus x. And then you notice that you have some cancellation, so let's do some cancellating. Well, 2 minus x cancels with 2 minus x. I'm left with just 1s. 2 goes into 6 3 times. And my final answer is going to be 1 times 3, which is 3, over x times 1, which is just x. So the final answer is 3 over x. Good. Make sure you're practicing with these, and make sure you understand how to get your LCDs. Those are very important.